for joining us. It is such a glorious sunny day. I hope everyone's enjoying the weather. I'm Charlotte and I run Charlotte Elizabeth Photography. I just want to talk to you a little bit today about who it is that I am and what I can offer you for your wedding. So, like I say, I'm a photographer. I've been photographing weddings since 2014, so it's 6 years now, which has flown by. I think to start off with, what I'm going to do is show you one of my wedding albums. I've not decided which one to show you, so I think we're going to go orange. This is a 10 by 10 folio wedding album. I use folio for all my albums because they're amazing, basically. They're a local company and the quality is just fantastic. Just to put this into perspective, one of the other sizes that we can have is a 12 by 12, which I can hardly pick up with one hand. So it's 2 inches larger in both dimensions, but I think the orange is where we're going to go today. So for any wedding, full day wedding even, I usually start with the bridal prep about 2 to 3 hours before the wedding starts. This gives me enough time to capture all your little pieces. So there's your dresses, we've got these personalised mugs, glasses, hair, makeup, all the getting ready finishing touches. So if you've got personalised coat hangers, anything at all like that. I particularly love these bridesmaids with the matching dressing gowns. The time that I begin varies depending on when your ceremony is and also how far it is to get from where you're getting ready to your venue as well. So if it takes a half an hour to get from your getting ready place to the ceremony, I'll obviously need to start half an hour earlier just to make sure we can capture everything. And we also capture the boys too. I just want to tell you a little bit about this guy. So this father-son was one of the most amazing best men I think I've ever seen. He was allowed to write his best man speech in school and it was so beautiful. He'd decorated it, he read it on this grass verge, everyone was cheering for him. It was amazing. He was very proud of his dad getting married. Then we get to your wedding venue. Usually I like to be up at the front, which is where I can capture most of your emotion. If there is anything though, so Cannon Hall particularly, you can get this beautiful view of everyone walking in to the wedding room. I then move to the front so that we can get all your faces and your reactions to actually getting married. There's been quite a few varied ones in the past couple of years. So some people are quite serious and are clearly concentrating. And others just get so nervous that they laugh so much. It's always good to have a bit of a laugh. Okay. And then we end your ceremony. If you're wanting register pictures, we'll get everyone to sit around the register. If you're just wanting the couple, that's absolutely fine. If you want parents, bridesmaids, groomsmen, all the traditional kind of pictures, we can get that as well. And then we get you walking out of your ceremony room. I particularly like these ones because it's the first time that you've held hands and walked anywhere together as a married couple. And I think it just means something, doesn't it? So as you walk out of the room, I'll be in front of you, you'll be walking towards me. And then as you walk past me, I'll slip in so that we can get straight onto your group shots. When we get outside or wherever your venue is, I'll make sure that we position you in place and get all your friends, family, relatives around you. The reason I do this straight away is because no one has a chance to run to their car, no one has a chance to have forgotten something inside, they can't go to the loo, they can't get a drink, they're there and it'll take us between 5 to 10 minutes to get your big group shot and your confetti shots done, and then they can go and do whatever it is that they need to do. From there, we'll do your family shots. So this is the things with your aunties, uncles, parents, godparents, bridesmaids, groomsmen, all that sort of thing. Every package that I have includes a pre-wedding shoot. We'll talk about who it is that you want in these pictures on that pre-wedding shoot. And then we move straight on to your couples pictures. Now I like to get all your pictures done in kind of one stage. just so that you can then go and enjoy the rest of your day. You can be with your guests, you can be with your family, and the rest of the day is yours. We've got all the pictures that we need. If there's any extras that you want, obviously we can put those in, that's not an issue. But you want to spend more time with your guests on your wedding day than you do your photographer. And that's kind of where my aim is. So just keep going through these. So this couple, they have such amazing flowers. I mean, look at the size of that bouquet. It's almost the size of her whole body. It's huge. I love capturing all the little details. So when your couple shots are finished, I'll go back with your guests and get people doing whatever it is that they're doing so that you're not missing a single second of your wedding day. Last time I did one of these virtual wedding fairs, someone asked me how far I travelled. This is a great example. This was a wedding at a castle in Scotland. So I will travel all over the UK, wherever that you want. Who was the florist for? I will have to find out. I think it was Sweet Pea and Thyme on Andrew and Fran's wedding day. I will double check on their blog, it will be there. So yeah, I'll travel anywhere in the UK and abroad. All I might need is accommodation overnight, depending on how far it is, and some travel expenses as well. Try and keep costs as low as possible every time. So if you are getting married outside of Yorkshire, do get in touch, let me know, and I can give you a proper quote on that. So when we get to your cake cutting and first dance, I like to stay after the first dance because before that point, I think everyone has been kind of on the dance floor dancing and having a great time, but maybe not as much as when everyone's on the dance floor. So after your first dance, what usually happens is the DJ plays one of your favourite songs that is bound to get everybody dancing. And that's when we get the best dance moves, in my opinion. So people stop really caring about what they look like and start dancing exactly how they want to. They help hold the bride's veil, whether that's helping or hindering, I can't actually remember, but it was a good picture either way. And we get some really good moves. Then we get to your evening buffet, and that is generally the time that I leave. So it's usually between somewhere 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. that your evening buffet comes out, and that's my time to kind of bow out then. Okay. So the reason that I stay so late, like I say, is because we can get all of your dance floor shots, and I always come and find the couple before I leave to make sure that they are absolutely happy with everything that we've got during the day. So the packages that I work from then, should probably have started with this, shouldn't I? I have two main packages. They are a full day and a half day. They both include your time photography, a pre-wedding session, a USB of all your registered images, and a private online gallery of your images as well. That's images from your pre-wedding shoot and your wedding day. I've had a couple of questions over the past week about my half-day package. That is up to 5 hours photography, and you can absolutely choose when that time is. So if you really want your getting ready pictures, we'll start your time so that we make sure that we can get you getting ready. If you really want your evening pictures, we can work it so that you definitely get your evening reception. Let's have a chat. We can talk about when it is that you need me to start so that you get everything that you want on your day. And I also wanted to make it clear that you don't have to know at the time of booking when you want that time to start and end. So I know people are booking weddings years and years in advance. I don't expect you to know what time you cut your cake or what time your ceremony is going to be or what time everything's going to be happening 2 or 3 years ahead. I need to know a month before. So generally at your pre-wedding shoot, we'll have a proper conversation and work out exactly where we need to be, exactly when I need to start to get everything that you need. So if you're thinking about a half day, please don't not book because you're not sure on timings. Let's have a chat and we can work something out. So on to booking. If that is something that you wanted to do, that's absolutely fine with me. Usually we would do a in-person chat and we'd talk about your day. Obviously that's not possible at the moment, so I'm doing everything through video call. Whatever apps you've got, that's absolutely fine. I can download things, but to be honest, I think I've pretty much got them all now anyway. So we'll have a chat and talk about what it is that you want from your wedding photography. If you do decide to book, I require a £200 booking fee and a signed contract. It's those two things that secure your date. When to book is a bit of a minefield, to be honest. There's no right or wrong answer to when to book. Like I said last time, if you're getting married in 2024, I'm free any day. Whenever you're getting married is fine. 21, 22 and 23, I do have bookings in. So I can only do one wedding a day, whether that's full or half day. I only ever take one a day. So if you're getting married in any of those years and you are considering having me or anyone else as a supplier, get in touch with them as soon as you know. I always feel like that sounds a bit serious, but I'd hate to think that people are having to go to, that someone's got a real want for a particular supplier and then you just leave it too late to book. If you know, get in touch with them. Okay, and I think we've just got about time for a couple of questions. Let me grab my pad. Okay, so what is a pre-wedding session is one of the biggest questions that I get asked. It's basically a run through of kind of the poses and things that we're going to do on your wedding day. So on your day when I'm saying we're going to do the one where you put your hand on his chest, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and we're not wasting time where you could be with your guests enjoying your day trying to tell you what I mean by that. It's also a really good opportunity for us to get together in person and talk about the nitty-gritty. So things like timings and photo lists of all your guests. Sometimes I think people can be a little bit too close to it. So we go through the whole photo list and then I might say, well, what about your aunties? And suddenly you remember that aunties are coming to the wedding and you do want pictures with them. The final thing that I want to talk to you guys about today is the discounts that I've got going on. My packages start from £995. At wedding fairs, I usually do a 10% discount. Obviously, we're not doing in-person wedding fairs at the moment, so I'm going to run this discount until 6 p.m. on Friday. So if you do want to take advantage of that, all you need to do is get in touch. You can do that by getting in touch on my website, which I'm sure will be in the banner, but if not, it is charlotteelizabethphotography.com. You can also contact me through any social media, so we've got Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. I've also got a 30% key worker discount running across all my services at the moment. If you are a key worker, again, all you need to do is let me know and we can get that sorted for you. Let's have a chat and we can sort that out. Okay. And I think the other thing that I usually get asked, let me just find my questions. How many pictures do we get? That is a brilliant question. It's such a difficult one. Basically, I deliver every picture that I think is deliverable. What I mean by that is you won't get any pictures that are out of focus, that are completely black. If people's eyes are closed, obviously you don't get those, but anything else is yours. It's edited and on your private online gallery or on your USB as well. Okay. When it comes to your online gallery, that's the first place that you see your images. So if there are any edits that you want doing, I'm happy at that point to go back through every single picture and change anything. When you've got a USB, they're yours, final edited images. So you've got that option to kind of let me know if there's anything that you want altering at that point. You also get the option to add an album as well. So as I say, we've got the 10 by 10 size, 12 by 12 size. We also do an 8 by 8, and they come in a whole range of covers and colours. So we've got, a bit closer. This is a fabric cover. And then we have leather as well. So this is real leather. There's also an option for vintage leather, vegan leather and silks. And I'm pretty sure there's some more fabrics that I've forgotten. Sorry, guys. And the nice thing about these albums is that they are completely lay flat. So what that means is you can put a picture straight down the middle and you can hardly see the seam at all. Now on these, there is a little bit more of a distinction probably, but you have to remember that these albums have been used thousands of times, looked at thousands of times by lots of different people at my wedding fairs. So your album will not be used that much in this short amount of time. Over your lifetime, probably. I'd hope so. Okay. And I think that's about all I've got time for looking at my watch. So if you've got any questions at all, please do let me know. I'm going to be around for the rest of the day, hovering in the comments if you've got any questions for me. You can also get in touch through my website. There is a contact form and a date checker on there as well. That is charlotteelizabethphotography.com. And as I say, if you've got any questions at all, let me know. There's also a real wedding section on my blog if you did want to take a look at some more of my work. And there's a wedding tips section on there too. So if you are planning a wedding, if there's any questions that you've got, do take a look at that, because I'm currently going through a huge list of questions that people ask me and putting those out on my blog. All right, everybody. I think that's about all I've got time for. Oh, thank you, Selena.